Glad to have you with us from Stillwater, Oklahoma, Boone Pickens Stadium. A huge opportunity for both of these teams to get a boost and find a way to break into the top 25 if they can come out with a victory. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe will be keeping an eye on things on the sideline. And the Cowboys will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's McAllister. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground with the running back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. 3rd down and a big one for the Cowboys. Sellers through the noise. It's complete on the right side. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field. But when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play call.
The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fuller. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Gonna run it. It's Clark. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Complete. Turning it on. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Shakes off the defender. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Sellers looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. Touchdown Gamecocks. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And the point after is good. And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Motion from the wideout. The run inside. It's Hawkins. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. He'll set up to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
The Cowboys now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll send the back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Cowboys will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Slips through the line. There he goes. Open it up. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Fuller. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Here's Sellers to throw. Complete to the left. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, South Carolina. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking deep. And that ball is caught. What hand grab. Electrifying play, and man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line.
Nothing you can do about that. This quarterback saw the matchup he wanted, took a shot. Wasn't the perfectly thrown ball, but his guy went up and somehow snagged that with one hand.
Fires to the big fella. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Sets up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Finds his man down the middle. Not going to get there, not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's fourth down.
Well, on that third down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after they catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability.
Oh, they faked it, snapped it to the up man. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work.
Man, and you want to catch the defense sleeping, but what a great job by the defense. Staying alert, staying aware. They run the fake punt, they're ready for it, they make the tackle, and they stop them short.
QB draw. Might have a chance. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Throwing, Sellers. Zings it complete to the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job.
Breaks into the open. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. As we take a look at the stats, things are a little one-sided so far. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Got his man. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Ripped off a huge shunt play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop him. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
They'll keep it on the ground. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Finding some room. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical, establish this run game, and do everything they can to get 7 on this drive.
Well, you're down here in the red zone. You know you've got to be able to run the football, so good call going with the toss play. Nice blocking up front. Good patience by the back finding his crease.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Takes it from the gun on third down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Coming out with it, it's Harbor. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Fuller. Makes it past the marker. Bulldozes his way through. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some... Found a seam on the left. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yards after catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. He caught it, made guys miss, showed you the speed, and it was pay dirt from there. What can you say about this guy's athleticism, man? He is such a weapon.
And the extra point gives him a 28-3 lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Cowboys decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Might as well stick with him. Can't get him to the ground. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
Here's a little room there. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. And the Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. They'll go to the counter play. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for space. It's Clark. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Right back to the well. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll try the outside to the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They'll try it over the left side. Fighting off the defender. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Third and 6 yards to go. They'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. There he goes. The 40. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Cowboys. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Boy, he wasn't far from taking that one a long way as they get him stopped on the return at the 45. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. He'll do it himself on the draw. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the
Makes a grab and room to run. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. The Gamecocks right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Running inside. It's Clark. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they win.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll try the counter. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Right back to the well. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half.
Wide 29!
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. The quick out. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
See what they dial up on 1st and 10. He's looking to pass. He's going to take a shot. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Well, you wonder if the defense has started to figure it out finally here. In the first half, this guy has been absolutely lighting you up, and finally they get some bodies back there anticipating the QB to look his way to force an incompletion.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Cowboys looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Intercepted. Bringing it back. At the 30. He's at the 10. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Coleman. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
It's caught downfield. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
The Cowboys are rolling down the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Quick completion on the out route. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. That last catch puts him over 150 yards receiving on the day.
Reese, this defense has no answer for this guy, and it doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's run or who's been covering him. They just can't stop him.
He breaks a tackle. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Looking left. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for.
Hey, guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half. They were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get in an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. So after that turnover, they can add to this already sizable lead with their first drive of this second half. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll go right back to him. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Gives it on the option. This time, they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
He's going for a big play downfield. Snags it down the right side. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Man, I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Rides the option, he keeps it. Could be an alley. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field, but how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
Trying to barrel in. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run.
Number 14, set to kick it off.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Gets rid of it. intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Great place to start for this offense. He'll try the left side. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
Second down coming up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the red zone, it's Clark. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Third and 6 yards to go. On the run, it's Clark. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Typically, you only see this at the end of the game or end of a half. I'm not really sure why we're getting an early peek at victory formation. He'll do it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fuller. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Toss sweep to the right. They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play.
Red 18. Go, go.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Maybe some room here. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play.
They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Now facing a third and long. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
They're dealing with a second and long. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. The Gamecocks will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
Might as well give it to him again. Got enough for the first. There's a crease. And he's finally stopped a huge pickup on the play, and what a way to carry things into the 2-minute timeout. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He's in open space downfield. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The running back has it. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And after this play, the cake will be baked.
Ready, go!
He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. And the pass goes incomplete, looking to make things look a little tighter on the scoreboard, but that's going to do it.